people don't understand when that happens in a family how it could destroy the family.
Willie D Live.
Yeah. So the uncle that violated you, did you, like, how old were you? Did you ever reveal that to the family?
So when I told my grandmother that I outcried when I was 21 years old. And so I told my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, and she said, that bastard, I never liked him. So it's like, he started.
Now, what
it was
side
my
of the family?
aunt's husband. So it was we weren't blood related. He was married to my aunt.
Your aunt on whose side?
On my mother's side.
Okay, your maternal.
And here's what's funny. You think you're over stuff and you're not always over stuff, right? So I was 3 years old. My mother was a student at Texas Southern. And my mother would let him babysit me. I mean, she didn't think anything of it. It was her sister's husband. And it would happen at the married dorms at Texas Southern, which where the married dorms were is now I think it's the Barbara Jordan Mickey Leland School, or now there, but it used to be the married dorms. And he used to, just imagine, he used to put his penis in places it shouldn't have gone on a 3-year-old. And he told me that if I told anybody that he would kill me and he would kill my mom. And I didn't want him to kill me, and I certainly didn't want him to kill my mother. And so I think God is a good God. God will sometimes take memories away from you like that. I remembered when I was 21 years old, I told my grandmother. She said she never liked him. But also something that I didn't know I was doing, but the people that learned about it knew, is I would try to protect my siblings from him. Like, I would never let my sisters be around him. I would always try to make sure I was there to protect him. And when I told my aunt, when I told my grandmother, my aunt believed me. She'd had addiction issues, and she's been clean for years and years and years and years and years now. But people don't understand when that happens in a family how it could destroy the family. I have 2 cousins who are his children. My cousin, who is his daughter, said, "Joe, if he did that to you, I'm so sorry." And my cousin, who is his son, he's dead. He got shot. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time at a club, and it was a shootout. He thought I was lying on his daddy. Like, he just did not believe that his father raped me. And so it causes problems with families, which is one reason why I'm certain people don't tell people. But here's what's funny about it. 2 things. One is funny, the other is not funny. When his brother died, because these brothers, they were all from Tennessee, and one of them married my aunt. When the brother died, I went to the funeral of the brother. The brother was very nice, didn't have any problems with him. And there was a bunch of tall brothers. They were like all 6'6" to like 6'8". They're just incredibly tall. But I was little when he brutalized me. So I saw somebody coming. I was in my 40s. I thought it was him. I started like breathing hard, like, get away from me, get away from me. And I'm like, and it wasn't him, right? Because he had moved back. He and my aunt had, I guess, divorced, and he'd moved back to Tennessee. So I guess I forgot what he looked like. And so I had this meltdown at the wake of his brother. Now I'm 45 years old, 40 something. I can't remember how, but I'm on city council by now. I appear strong. I thought I was strong. I thought I was over it because it happened when I was little, and it took me back to my childhood that quick, right? And finally was like, no, this ain't him. This ain't him. This not Sam. This not Sam. So that made for a very interesting wake. But when he died, my mother called me, and my mother said, Jolanda, my aunt, who is his wife, wants me to go with her to Tennessee to his funeral. But I don't want to do anything to upset you. And I said, no, go, this is the funny part. Just confirm for me that he did. And she got there and she said he did. I was like, So that was that.